Hello everyone. Forgot to put my mic on. Good morning. Today is Saturday. Hopefully everybody's having a happy Saturday. I don't know if you'll call this a happy Saturday, but it is a good one. Mainly because we're going to have to start a new... Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Last time, we lost our factory. So... yeah, 56 hours, almost 57. So I just kind of copy this, and that's where I wanted to be. We're going to import. This is basically just so I don't have to redo any settings, which I don't believe I changed anything. I think this time I do want to probably do maybe more enemies, like more enemy bases. They were very few. Let's see. The expansion, I don't really want to change that, I don't believe. I'm kind of thinking about it though. The only reason we lost the base last time, the absolute only reason, was negligence on my part, I would say, and or the lack of stone. But I think if we started core mining earlier, that wouldn't have been a problem. Also, the other issue, if we would have started nuclear earlier, it wouldn't have been a problem. So there were easily more than one reason why we lost that base. So I'm not going to do that again, obviously. I'm going to try not to do that again. Yeah, so this time I'm thinking I'm going to have them expand more quickly. That's pretty much the only thing I want, and maybe have them more often. Because, I mean, we were almost not getting attacked at all last time. Granted, I could hit a desert planet this time, and it could make it even worse. So we're basically going to be default. Let's see, science 4. We're going to do the 4 times science again. I'm not going to mess with pollution or anything. Let's see. I do need to go and make sure that Schall still turned up to 10 and everything, which it should be, but I want to just make sure before we get in. So the expansion is kind of what I'm looking at. Cooldown 60 minutes right now. So they won't expand. They will expand within a 60-minute window, basically. And every 4 minutes, I guess it'll make an attempt, and then the maximum is 60. So I want to change the maximum to maybe 40 minutes. So they'll expand a lot quicker. I do want to change this to maybe 8. So the window will be longer, but the maximum will definitely be more often. So this should actually make them more often, even though this will just kind of give me a little bit better of a cooldown. Well, maybe I'll make that, maybe I'll leave that as 4. We'll leave that as default. The distance. This is basically, yeah, so if there's a base already within a certain range, they won't expand to that position, so you'll have a lot more spread out. The higher this number, the more spread out your bases will be. And the group size, I believe, determines the size of the base they make. So if I want bigger bases, make the maximum bigger and the minimum as well. The distance, I'm gonna make this 5. This will force the bases to be closer together, and that'll give them more areas to expand to between the bases. Minimum, I think that's pretty good. They do have some big expansion bases, and there's some smaller ones too. So mainly I just kind of wanted them to kind of be able to expand easier, because it was pretty sparse, honestly. Granted, I mean, Novice isn't a hugely dangerous planet, I guess is the way to put that. But yeah, so okay, that's staying the same. All that's staying the same. Let's go check the Schall mod. Krastorio 2, we're doing the same thing, pretty much everything. In-game is still set up correctly, it looks like. I could change this, but I'm going to leave that vanilla. We are going to have some massively huge biters at some point. I'm not going to do bonus. I mean, they're only, I think, like 100,000 maximum, I think. And yeah, they're, again, like last time, I don't like it because they're all jumbled together. And since we don't really start out with a quick splitter, we can't really filter them properly, and it's kind of a pain, honestly. It is kind of nice because they're right next to each other, and it makes the very beginning a little bit easier and a little bit quicker, but ultimately you have either you abandon that patch, which I think probably most people would do, or you have to mine it and set up a huge balancer and filter and all that kind of a thing, and that's just a kind of a pain if you ask me. So I'm just not going to do that. Let's see, starting crash sequence. I actually don't have that turned on. I think we got it last time anyway. But yeah. I'm drinking a little bit of coffee in the morning here. Pardon that. Yeah, everything else I think I'm going to leave. Let's do it. Let's do it. I don't think I have any other big changes. This will make the biters tougher in a decent amount. Mostly the maximum cooldown. That's really going to change things. That's going to make their expansion towards the base as well quite a bit. So going into a completely unknown base or map. I have done, actually, I think we have the same seed as last time, now that I think about it. Yes, let's I'm going to save it just so I have all those changes. So let's say, let's do that. And now I want to grab the string. I meant to do a refresh. So let's go to new game. Just take about a second. I'm going to import. And I'm going to change the seed. That's what I should have done. So everything else will be the same. All the changes will be updated because I imported that string. But now we'll have a completely new map and completely unknown resource locations and all that good stuff. So let's play. Yep, this is Factorio. Let's grab our stuff, hit tab, get that fired up, and we're back to the beginning here. A little bit. Oh, I gotta put this stuff on. Okay, well, let's put this stuff on. Where is the other motor? Right there. I just like having these together. Get out of here, bug. Seem to have a net problem in my house for some reason. 1 and 1. Sure. Net right in my face. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this over here. Sure. Let's do that. Okay. Be iron. I don't have anything to use to build, but I need to let my bots charge up just a little bit. Okay, let's kind of Perfect. What? There we go. It's kind of nice. We actually have all of our randomized assemblers and stuff. Okay, so let's go grab all this rock. We'll get stone. We'll get some coal, and we'll get them out of our way, which is also more important. Okay, so coal, iron, stone, and copper. So we are a little bit spread out. Perfectly okay. We do have kind of a deserty planet, but we do have some forests, so that's good. That should keep us from being too overwhelmed too quickly. Okay. Alright, we're definitely getting a lot of stone. So let's make some of these. We are going to need them. So, let's do our even distribution here. I want to balance out inventories. I want the stacks, or I mean items. So fuel, I'm just going to say 10 for now, and ammo the same. There we go. Oops. Oh my gosh, Nat, get away from me. There we go. I'll balance those out. Let's see, is there any more stone? I could grab some of these. There's that big stone right there. Let's grab that. So yeah, unfortunately we're back to the beginning, but that's how I play. I hope you enjoy. If I make a major mistake like that and I lose my entire base, I really prefer not to just reload a save. I know it's a kind of a bummer, but yeah. I think ultimately it helps me learn from my mistakes. And this won't take too long. It's not a huge thing here, so. Can I make another one of these? I need, stone bricks, okay. So let's get our stone bricks building. We do have a ton of stone. Not a lot of coal, but there we go. Now let's go check out these stone blocks up here. And we can break all those too. We have a lot of stone, so I think we're good on that. We just need to grab it. I do have some wood. Let's get rid of that. I need to make some chests. I have some ideas on kind of making things a little bit easier and a little bit quicker here and there. So hopefully we'll get into space a little bit quicker this time. I'm not going to do just a beeline like I did last time, though, I don't think. I mean, I think that was part of the reason why I ended up in the situation we ended up, is because I was so solely focused on it. I wasn't paying attention to novice nearly like I should have. And ultimately, that was the downfall, as it happens to take. Okay, so I need bricks. I guess I could go ahead and make some of those. Ah, okay. The really slow miner. Okay, so let's get the bricks. And let's start expanding all this kind of thing. I need iron. There we go. I just have a little bit of coal. Okay, now that that's running, let's kind of do this. I said let's do this. There we go. These two miners I think I'm going to take to the coal, which is down here. It's kind of our first priorities is get coal up and running. and iron up and running. Coal is conveniently down here by the water, which is great. Okay, so where are these? Whoops. I need to throw some of this stuff in my shelter there. Okay, any stone I see that's kind of within reach, let's go ahead and grab it. There's a huge patch down here. I'm really loaded down on regular stone, but I think we need the coal and everything, so let's do this. And it's not like the stone won't get used. It will, so... yeah. This is mostly stone rocks. I don't see any big coal rocks. That's probably a coal rock. Nope. And we're getting a little bit of wood out of it, too. One thing I could do is, I know we're going to be running down here a lot, and we got so much stone on us, let's make a path out of it. So let's kind of just do this. The one thing I like about this mod is you have stone paths. So I don't need to make brick in order to do it. So yeah, this is what I'm going to do right here. I'm back in my inventory, thank you. So let's see, let's go maybe north from here. And it'll help us run, especially with this really slow biome, I guess. And then the sand. Well, the sand's normal. This is slower. Yep. The sand is slightly slower. This is kind of a sandstone or something, I guess. This will give us a little bit of a edge up. There we go. Take that. We can make some more. Now we're going to need them all anyway. Let's go ahead and burn some more stone. Good. I don't have the coal for all these, but I am making some more miners. Let's see, got 4 more going. Good. Let's go ahead and put them down on the coal and grab what we got. Let's just go ahead and do this. All right, we're getting our coal now. There's quite a few rocks over there. I mean, we're definitely not short on rocks. Luckily, because of the desert biome, we're definitely not going to be. At least early stone is a go. So let's see. Do I have enough for... Coming. Okay, let's go put some on the copper. Oh, speaking of copper. Yeah, let's go ahead and do a stone path out there as well. And that way when we do our coal run, we'll just do a copper run at the same time. And we shall put our copper right here. May as well just kind of do it in the middle. I mean, if it ever runs out, we're just going to have to move it. So, okay, let's make this copper. Good. Pull it up. Good. Can I do a second one? I can. Awesome. I might do another path to kind of like the north right there or something. Just so I'm not having to run all the way south. I can just kind of go, oh, copper, you know. So, and also, let's go ahead and just kind of finish this one off. Okay. I might kind of adjust this one too. So let's do it that way. Otherwise, he's going to run out really quickly. Once we get the electric miners, obviously we'll do all that, but there we go. Let's go get some more coal. Nice. Okay, so we are definitely good on coal for right now. There we go. Okay. I don't have a lot of this, but I'm going to use that. Kind of fix my path. Let's go grab that copper. We do need to start researching. So let's see. Can we make... we need the copper. So that's where we're going. A meteorite right there. I might want to make one more of these. Just real fast. Good. Even distro, I think I have set for... I need to go check it in the mod settings, right? Where's it down here? It's 0.9. Let's make that 1.5. Whoops. Point. Okay, so you can do 0.9. You can do under a second, but you can't do in between a second. Okay, so I'll make that 2 seconds. Basically, that's the delay before it accepts your inputs. So there we go. Okay, let's put some more stone in here. Grab what little iron we got. And tin coal and everything. Good. Yep, I kind of used up all of our coal, but that's good. We got what we needed. Need to make a few more chests. Let's see. This guy can only do... Whoops. Let's make a regular burner lab. That'll be 10 tech cards. That should be enough for automation cores. So let's get that done. I need to fuel these. Took the coal instead of the iron. Let's throw you in there. I'm probably gonna say this one be regular tech cards, this one be spears, maybe this one sticks, and well, let's see. Techs are wires and wood. This is more for an automation core, which I need to throw those in there. Yeah, maybe I'll make you wires for now. I mean, we're pretty much going to get to burner assemblers before those are really too useful, or at least for very long. And I'd almost rather use the burner assemblers, so... Okay, let's get our coal. Because those have stopped and we're low on our stock. We can go grab what little copper we got up there now. Could throw him down. Well, I do have a car. I kind of forgot about that. Completely forgot we started with a car. I cannot burn coal, I don't believe. And I used all my fuel, so I could poach a little fuel out of my generators, my personal generators. We don't have fuel processing yet. Okay, stone bricks. Good. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of. Well, I used all my. Nope, I got a little bit of wood. Throw some copper in there. Alright, we're moving. Go ahead and put belts. We'll do burner inserters. Yep. I can move that pole, so let's do that. There we go. Another burner inserter. Manually put it down. I want to manually put it down just so it gets the automatic fueling. Well, it puts 25 coal in there. I don't really want that, so let's do that. 10 will last these things just an incredibly long amount of time. So get rid of some of this stuff. There's a piece of trash right there. I don't know if I can grab it. Okay, let's put the car down. We've gotten rid of a lot of the rocks and stuff, so, I mean, normally that'd be kind of a problem, but let's do that. I don't want to take out even amount here. Let's put my shelter down, since that's kind of our spawn location. I'll stick it right there. Just put all the stuff we don't really need, so I don't accidentally use it, because we're going to need it later. So let's do that. I think that's pretty much it. Let's go ahead and throw... Well, maybe I'll save that guy for something later on. That's 100. We do need red. Do I want red or military? Let's get red. Yep. So we need the copper coming over. Need more belts. We got so much coal, I could up this amount as well. Maybe that's what I need to do. Fuel limit, I'll say 20. That'll be a pretty good number. I've got enough for more miners and stuff. Gonna need more of these. We're solid on coal right now. Now, if I start putting more coal in them, in everything, yeah, we're definitely going to be a little bit short, but I think we'll be fine. Did it? It did. It gave me some burner inserter or burner assemblers. Good. We're doing pretty well on copper. We don't need a lot in the beginning, so okay, let's put that guy down. Let's kind of make a production here. I didn't put the fuel in my car. I'm still running. I realized that. Okay, so this thing's gonna be pretty useless pretty quick. Okay, and assembler. Can I move you up one? Okay, that has to be down there. We'll just do that though. Little bit of a waste. I should be able to do that, and then automation cores, and then I can actually put a chest down right there and just put iron in it. Yep. Let's make these. For red science. So I'm going to throw that in there. Let's get rid of this iron. Oh, they're full, that's why. Okay. I'm actually out of stone, so good. It's kind of good. All right, so this guy's running. I can probably queue up maybe military and crusher. Not put that in the right place, apparently. Let's do that. Okay, you can do... Oh, I thought I already did it. Never mind. Let's just manually do the fuel here. Right, I need to go grab the copper. Under a second for even distribution is kind of a little too quick. And I think 2 seconds is a little too slow. I'd really like 1.5 seconds. Oh, okay, so maybe I can just use this. Haha, okay. Can't type it in, but you can use the bar. Alright, fixed. Good. Alright, let's see. Let's make one more chest, get rid of that. But we are going to need wood. Oh, okay, so I do need to put down some miners on the stone, and I don't know why I'm pink. I wish my colors would default, but they don't. So let's drive down to the stone. One good thing about kind of a deserty, sandy biome is the lack of trees when it comes to driving. So unfortunately they were replaced by the rocks, but fill them up. And there we go. Now I need these. I need this wood anyway, so let's just kind of get rid of them. I need the stone. It's gonna make our pathway. Try to clear cut a pathway a little bit. Okay. A little bit of extra stone. Okay, what are we short on here? Wood. Of course. There we go. I might kind of help this out a little bit. This thing's slow. This is half the normal craft speed. These are the same, but of course we can multiply these. So let's kind of maybe move them down here. Let's build a bunch of them. I think I want to go ahead and just set up a normal chain here. I think it'd be quicker and ultimately easier to get all this done than relying on all this junk. When it comes down to it, these things are so slow, and this one is really slow and it only does basic, so let's just kind of move on from it. Okay, so basic tech card right there. Where are you going? Oh, okay, that's fine. Let's see. If I put maybe these over here. Actually, let's put them underneath. A little slightly easier to expand them that way. Yeah. So you're going to be the basic. You just need copper wire. And you need copper. Let's put... I know I grabbed a bunch of wire. What happened to it? Am I blind? Okay. You are going to be red, which needs automated cores, which needs copper, and it needs gears and sticks. So let's make some more inserters. And I need to check everything. Obviously, I haven't done any of that. Let's just put these down. So gears, sticks, and copper. Automation cores. Okay, so let's do. Oh, they're okay. My wires and gears and sticks and all that were obviously going into making other things. So not blind. I'm just insane. Let's go get some coal. So check the copper. I'm gonna queue these up to be removed. Otherwise, I'm going to end up running into them and destroying them anyway, but I'm not going to get anything out of it. So, yeah, let's do that. There's really no wood up here. There we go. Any other wood? Good. Could do those. I don't want to do a huge amount, but those will work. You've got a lot of wood and stuff in you. I think we definitely got enough basic tech here. And let me grab these. Okay. I'm just going to let that one make for now. And I'll just kind of use them as a preemptive red. Or, yep. Should go a little quicker. Let's grab all those out. Yep. Let's make at least 2 more, which won't be, it'll be too much for these 2, but I'll probably expand this so I can do that. No, well, I do need the miners, but I meant to use burners, which we probably have enough, but let's just do this. Alright, I'm gonna actually kind of redo this a little bit. I want an actual production chain on belts and everything, which, speaking of belts, let's make a few more. So that'll be red, that'll be red. We need cable, which this should be enough cable. I mean, cable's really fast, so. Cable. I can do the same, which is, okay, this is copper. I'm not going to do that yet. I mainly do the extended if I use robots to just expand it even a little bit more. But everything's precious right now, so let's not do that. So let's say maybe, I think 1 automation core will be enough. Makes 2 every 2 seconds. Let's see, these need 1 every 20. Oh yeah, more than enough. Far more than enough, actually. And what else do they need? Blank tech cards. Okay, so I need cable and iron plate. So I'll say you blank tech cards. And that 1 will be enough for this as well. Trying to make this a little bit uniform. Okay, so automation cores, blank tech cards, or maybe blank tech cards, since this is so close, I'll have less room for it. Automation cores. Doesn't need to be pretty, just needs to work. So let's do this. We'll say sticks and stones. Oops. Again, I'm not worried about making too many of these. They get used in the electric version anyway, so yep. Let's put a decent amount in there. We'll say gears and sticks And you need copper. You'll need copper. There's gonna be blank tech cards. Again, what do they need? Cables and plates. So you're gonna need steel plates as well. I think what I need to do here is just do this. I mean, ideally that one will have the same, but not right now. Okay, and you will be wood. That should be enough with one, I think. And obviously I don't have loaders yet, so. Okay, let's go check our productions here. I don't have enough coal to really cover it. Let's go get some more coal. And I'll make one or two of these repair packs. Alright, we're almost to automation cores. Might just kind of finish those off. Oh, I didn't want to put it in the chest. Grab out of that chest. I don't mind a little bit in there. It'll feed the assemblers, but I mean, obviously it steals a whole bunch of it. So, and it doesn't evenly distribute in the chest, unfortunately. So I need two more for this. There we go. Science is up and running. A little bit better. We have red tech cards, so let's get those being made. You're blank. I think you have everything you need. You do. Alright, we're jamming. I think I've got enough iron, I've got enough everything. Let's get you out of the way. There we go. Military's going pretty quick. Let's see, while we're here, let me just kind of do this. So we're a little bit short on the basic. For a minute, let's see, for a second. It'll be fine. We'll burn up all we make, which is good, so. Did I get all of it? There we go. I don't think I had the red in there. Okay. So it's kind of a 2-to-1 on the research there. Let me go check the stone. kind of neglected it. Didn't think about it. So let's go do that. I'm going to grab more coal. Kind of just do this run real quick. Alright, queue these up. Let's get rid of those. Give myself a good path. Yep, had a full chest of stone. Nice. Don't take all my coal. Okay. Let's grab these. Again, we're going to need the wood anyway. At least until we get to greenhouses. We're not there yet. I wouldn't mind maybe getting the iron pickaxe. We're going to need to get rid of all this junk in the pickaxe. It's going to be very handy to do that, so. Got just in time over here. I could kind of make a little trek around the starter zone and see if we can kind of find the biter bases. So maybe I'll do that. We're kind of just waiting on research right now. I think everything's pretty well set up. These trees are actually kind of hard to see. Alright, we got oil up here. Let's put my robots in. Otherwise I'm going to have to be constantly waiting on them. Nothing up this way. Like a big lake or something. So far, no bases right next to us. Oh. Okay, I'm getting kind of entrapped here. Oh, think I can make this? Well, I can. Wow, okay. Alright, we got a lot of water right there. We have a nice little expansion iron patch. Oh, there's a base. Looks like we have a lot of water, so it's probably going to give us a pretty good amount of choke points. Yeah, these are stopped. Grab all that coal. So far the only base we found is to the south. Or at least I couldn't really get to it easily. In my car. There's got to be one out here somewhere. Yeah, there's one. I mean, it's going to be a long time before we get to the point where pollution is going to affect these, but it is nice to know where they are so you can kind of see where your pollution's going and when it starts hitting them. So luckily this one's kind of surrounded by a bunch of trees, so this one is not really going to be that much of an issue. Slots back on. Alright, Crusher's done, Military's done. Let's get the submachine gun and get rid of this thing. Let's select sub as the only way, and the rifle magazine is the only magazine I accept in that slot. That'll help a little bit. Crusher, we are going to need some at some point. I know iron pickaxe isn't, you know, the easy or the best choice necessarily, but I think in a lot of ways it'll help us out. So. Go ahead and just kind of even out what we have. We got a lot of science queued up on a buffer. I could add some more science labs, so let's add 2 more. That way, if we do have a buffer like this, it will get used up. And honestly, I could add more everything, so let's do that. Alright, belts. I need a little bit of belt. And copy and copy. I don't know why you wouldn't put that in there, but okay, we'll just reset you. Okay, there we go. Expanded our research. I might add one more copper deposit mine. We're not really short on it, but we probably will be once we get to electricity. We're going to need some spare copper for that. Got a lot of iron. I'm not short on iron at all. It's a good problem to have, right? But after the pick, we should be able to just kind of concentrate on getting electricity up and running. So, where are we? Let's go ahead and maybe queue up some belts, queue up some inserters. Let's get some of this stuff being built. Maybe, I don't really need any more repair packs right now. I've got plenty of ammo for the time being. So, iron pick, it's going to take 100, so that's moving. But let's get to power. Fuel processing would be very nice to have as well. It's a quick one. Electricity, yep. Then we're going to need pipes. We're going to need engines. Definitely after that, the miners. And then automation. And ultimately, we need electric inserters. So